Ik zou het bijna zeggen. Dus. Nee, ik ga jullie niet langer in spanning houden, want het duurt al wat langer dan we hadden gewild. Maar ik wil van harte welkom heten op het podium Jared Gilmore en Keegan Tracy. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing, my friend?
Quite well. Quite
yes.
well. A
Keegan,
little bit nervous.
welcome. Oh. Please sit down.
It's all the magic.
I had an awful lot of questions for you, but I already see the line there.
Whoa, hi.
They're all ready for you guys.
Okay.
So.
Are we ready for them, though? That's the real question.
Welcome in the Netherlands, and yeah, I let the audience do the talking. They have better questions than me.
Okay.
So, yes, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, I just want to say that I'm a huge fan of the show, but Jared, I have a question for you. You've been on the show since you were very young, so what was your experience like growing up?
Growing up was incredible. It's one of those things that I'll never forget because I grew up on the show and I learned so much from everyone, from the cast, the crew, and they've all taken so much care of me. They're like a second family, and it's really amazing. I love it. I mean, for instance, Lana, she's like a second mom to me, and it's awesome.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hi, I will ask my
Ietsjes dichter bij de microfoon praten.
closer. Okay, I'm sorry. Have you ever stolen something from any set?
Me? Maybe.
Okay, the next question, what was it?
You know, same here. Maybe, maybe not. I might have borrowed something.
Yeah, so I have liberated a few things that needed to be liberated at the end. I took glasses from one of my characters from Jake 2.0. I don't know if you guys remember that show. I took my bra from Dead Rising because it was a really good bra. I think that's all I'm willing to admit to.
You know, okay, I had a joke on my last season that I was going to take a pea coat. I was going to take one of the pea coats and I was going to burn it. I never did. I really should have.
We could put the nun costume in with it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
You are always playing fairy tale stories, and I was wondering, who are your favorite Disney princesses?
You asking me?
Yeah, both.
My favorite Disney princess?
Yes, Disney princess.
Do they have Princess Kick-Ass yet? I don't know. That would be my favorite one.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for me, I grew up with a twin sister, and so she always forced me to watch the Disney princess movies and all that fun stuff. But, I mean, if it counts, I mean, I think it counts. Like Anna and Elsa from Frozen. So,
Thank you. Hi.
hello.
I've got one question for you. What was the best season you played in?
I mean, I think I loved every season of the show. I did, and it was every season was an amazing and new experience. I think for me, my favorite season to work on was season 6, just because I got to explore sides of Henry I never had got to before. I mean, he was a little bit more mature, and he had a bit of an attitude and a temper and all that fun stuff. So.
I would say for me, my favorite season as a viewer was season 1, I would say. And my favorite season to play was season 6 for me. I had a lot of, sort of meaty stuff for the Blue Fairy that year. Plus I had an axe, which was really cool. And I got a dress. I finally got something new in season 6. So I was like, yes!
Okay, thank you. Hi, I had a question for Jared. What's your favorite line as Henry?
My favorite line is Henry. I mean, there's so many good, like, memorable lines Henry has. Like, the other day, my sister showed me this, like, Henry sass video, where it's just Henry being sassy. And I'm like, wow, I did not realize I had this many, like, sassy lines. I think some of my favorite lines are the, like, more out there lines. Like, the first time I got to say hell, I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, this is great. This is the first time Henry's doing anything that's not like, hi, Mom. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. My question is also for Jared. What was Lana's reaction when she heard that you were out of the seasons?
Well, it went this way. She found out and she hugged me in hair and makeup and then was like bawling. And I was like, it's okay, Lana, it's okay. I still love you. We'll still see each other and things are okay. And she's like, but I want me to see you every day. And I'm like, I know. But it sucks, but it's a bittersweet thing because it's like the show is going its own direction and then I get to explore different parts of my career and that sort of stuff. One door, there we go. One door opens and another one closes.
Thank you.
Hi. It's a little bit inappropriate, but can I have a hug?
Yes. Can I have a hug? I mean, okay. Yes. Just like, nah, yeah. Oh wait, I'm probably gonna do it.
Coming up. Wow.
That works. Well,
Now the
Yep.
prisoners are running the asylum here.
there we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Which fairy tales are you still missing on Once Upon a Time?
I mean, I think at this point we have to make
Princess
new
Kick-Ass.
ones. We have to make new ones at this point. We've used so many that we have to like start being like, hey Disney, can you help us out with new fairy tales? Yep, thank you.
Like the Sandman. They never did the Sandman. It's not a fairy tale really, but I thought that would be interesting. Did we do
Honestly.
Midas? Did they do Midas?
Yeah, we did Midas.
Wow.
We've literally done like everything.
What's left?
We can do Moana. Moana.
Moana. Yeah. Big win. Oh, wait, look at this. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hi. What was
maybe
your
favorite.
favorite moment on set?
Oh. Okay, the thing is I love all the time I spend on set, and it's always so great. Like picking one particular moment is so hard. I mean, as Henry, I think some of my favorite moments are the stunts. Like anytime I do something stunty, it's like, oh, this is awesome. But as Jared, I always love those moments where Josh or Colin or something is messing with me. Because they always like to mess with me. They were massive trolls when it came to me. And it was great because they were like my older brothers and uncles, and it was awesome.
For me, I think, you know, with the episode with Tinkerbell, and I was in that giant flower, because I remember standing there and thinking, like, I went to university and I just spent my whole day as a fairy in a giant flower. Like, who gets to say that, right?
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I see what's happening here.
Hi. I actually have a question for Keegan, and it's not about Once Upon a Time. It's about Descendants.
Okay.
I'm a huge Descendants fan, and I was wondering how was it like to be on a set of Descendants?
You know, it was one of those movies that I got, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I thought it would be fun because my kids could watch it. They can't watch a lot of the things that I do. And then once I was there, I was like, what is this movie? Who are these people? And what are these songs? Like, at the, you know, we did the cast read-through, and you're sitting around the table, and they had like a full camera crew there, and a DJ guy that was playing all the music, and then all the cast started singing the songs, and I was like, what? Because I just didn't expect that. I didn't realize what it was going to be in the moment until we sort of got going. And then by the second one, I knew, so I knew the second one would be like even better. So wait for the third, because God knows what they can come up with for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm never gonna stop saying that all day long, like when I see her everywhere.
If you could play any character in Once Upon a Time, what would you choose?
You know, there's so many characters I'd like to play on the show that isn't Henry, just because why not? And I always like playing the villains. That's just how I am. I like being the bad guy. But my go-to answer for this is Captain Hook, because I want to be a pirate.
Hi.
Hello again.
I have a question. What's your spirit animal?
A spirit animal. What's your spirit animal? Well, I don't know.
What's the grumpiest animal there is? That would be that.
Probably like a house cat.
Like an ogre is my spirit animal.
I don't know. I'm just gonna the wolf. There we go. That's my spirit animal.
I have a question for Keegan. In Once Upon a Time, you played Zelina for like 5 seconds. How was that? Was that different than playing?
Well, yeah. First of all, because I mean it's Bex, right? Who is so just great. And then I had to sort of do that one line as her, and I was so worried about not getting her accent right and everything. But aside from that, it was the first time in my career that I did a scene with myself. Because remember, I was me over here, talking to me over here, and then I turned into Zelina, so I was 3 different people in one scene, and I felt like that was kind of a record.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, hi. Is this Evie?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
I think sound cut out.
What was it like playing Belle in Descendants versus playing Blue on Once Upon a Time?
You know, it's been kind of cool to play 2 iconic Disney characters. I think that's a special little place in the Disney world. I don't think a lot of people get to do that. It was wonderful to be Belle because she's the queen, and I got the dress, and I got the little. I made them give me a different crown in every scene, so that I had. And I just think it was really wonderful for me because my kids could come and watch it, and I brought them to the premiere, and they love all of those characters too. So I got like really super big mom points on that one.
There we go.
Hi. What are your favorite songs?
Like in general.
Yes.
I don't know.
You know, right now we listen to a lot of the Moana soundtrack. Okay, I really love that.
Okay, so for me, I like a lot of music. Like I listen to music for inspiration as a writer and an actor. So I'll listen to just about anything, really. But I think I couldn't say I had a favorite song. I have a favorite genre of music though, like a kind of alternative rock music is probably my favorite kind of music. So yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Jared,
Yes.
which of your moms was the best at Once Upon a Time? Regina or Emma?
Come on. Okay. This is always one of those questions where I'm like, okay. I love both of them. I love Regina and I love Emma, and I love the fact that Jen and Lana are so amazing. They're lovely people that have always been like a guiding presence for me. They've been like my second moms, and it's amazing and incredible that I've gotten to grow up with them and learn so much from them. So picking between them isn't something that I can just do because I love both of them, and they've all given me so much.
Lovely answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for you guys. Is that a tauntaun?
Yes.
Anybody? Yes, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Just wondering.
Hey there.
Jared Gilmore, Star Wars fans.
I've got a question for the both of you. What's the thing you're most proud of in your life?
My children.
As for Jared?
That's such a good answer.
It's pretty hard to beat that one.
But yeah,
He started as
okay.
well.
I don't know. For me, being who I am is and having the family and knowing the people I know is what I'm the most proud of. I think it's one of those things where I'm so happy that I am where I am, and I've had an amazing family and friends that have helped me become the person I am today, because I love who I am, and everybody should love who they are, because that's what's important. And I have my faults. I mean, I have anxiety. There we go. That's how you speak English. I'm always nervous. It's one of my quirks. So, being that way, you got to accept yourself, and I think that's really important. And you can't be afraid to say that stuff. Like, I have anxiety, and I'm okay with that. And if you need to talk to somebody, you should talk to somebody. Because, yeah.
You're cool, Stu. Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I have a question for both of you. So, if you could play in any other movie of any other show, you could choose, which one would you want to play in?
Cersei Lannister.
Ooh.
In a heartbeat. Like, she is so great. I'm so crushed that she's not here this weekend.
Same.
But her portrayal is so brilliant, and I was thinking just recently how mad I was that she's the only person who will ever get to play that role. Somebody needs to write like the Game of Thrones play so that some of the rest of us could get a hold of a role like that. It's one of the best roles that for any woman, you know. It's like the modern Lady Macbeth. It's brilliant.
Okay, and for Jared?
It's so hard to top that one. I mean, like, Game of Thrones, and Lena Headey did such an amazing job with that character. So it's such a hard one to top. I mean, if I could play any character in any show, man.
Khal Drogo, you would be so.
I know.
Right?
I'm like half his size, and man. I don't know. For me, it's one of those things where I see an actor and I'm like, in a show, and I'm like, you know what? That actor is perfect for that role. So I can't really like put myself in it. I guess for me, as a.
Who would you wish you could play?
Who would I wish I could play? I don't know. Okay.
Be a cute Harry Potter, right?
Harry Potter?
You would.
Okay. I mean, okay. Here's one. For me, I'm a huge fan of animation and anime and all that stuff. So if I got to voice like any character, like period, in a video game or an anime, I'd be fine. I'd be like totally okay. The best day of my life. Like a hero in Overwatch, if I could voice any of them, I'd be like, this is perfect. Yeah, this is it. I don't need to do anything else in my career.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a question for both of you. If you could choose one character from Once Upon a Time that would protect you, and another character which would try to kill you, who would you choose and why?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you don't get the blue fairy to protect you because she loses babies and stuff all the time.
Okay. I mean, if we're I'd have Granny try and kill me, and I want Rumpelstiltskin to be protecting me. There we go. That's a good one.
I would want the sheriff to protect me. That's for the older crowd. I have no further answers.
I'm like, come on, man.
Thank you very much.
You could kill me too, I guess. I don't know.
Hi, I had a question for both of you. I was wondering who pulled the most pranks on set and what was your favorite?
Sorry?
Sorry. I was wondering who pulled the most pranks on set and what was your favorite?
Oh. Okay, no one ever really pulled like real pranks, I guess you could say. But my go-to answer is Colin. Because he doesn't pull pranks as much as he tries to make you laugh. Like, that's his entire thing. He'll like stand behind the camera and do a funny face while you're in the middle of a scene and you just like, don't laugh. Don't laugh. And it's so great because it really just like proves that we are this big family.
That's why Colin's on all the blooper reels, like from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Okay, great, thanks.
Hi. Oh, I've got a question for both of you. I'm going to Canada to Steveston next year, Storybrooke. What's the go-to thing to see up there?
There's the ice cream place that has all the different flavors of every character's ice cream. Is that still there?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know. For me, when it comes to like, it's just this town in general. Just like going there is such an amazing thing. I love going out onto the into the park and onto the pier. It's just like a cool thing. It's like we have so many weird and crazy things over on the pier. It's great.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Hello, I've got a question. What's your favorite thing about the Netherlands?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing here in the Netherlands?
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't gotten a chance to explore all that much. So my favorite thing in the Netherlands is Dutch Comic-Con.
And could I also maybe get a hug? Could I get a hug?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It might be easier if we go down. I go down there. I'll be back. Thank you.
That was very rock star of you.
No. That was not, though. That was not very rock star. There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering, what's the craziest thing that a fan ever made from Once Upon a Time?
I don't know.
Like a fan edit or something.
Like, for me, it's not exactly crazy. I think it's amazing. Whenever I look at a fan and see what they made, it's like incredible. Like all the cosplays that fans make from the show are just amazing. Hence,
Right? Yeah.
but like, I see the amazing cosplays that fans make, and I'm like, this is incredible. Like, but we need to like hire you or something because it's amazing. I love looking at cosplay just in general because that's something that I love and I want to be a part of. Like, I have a list of cosplays I want to do. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Like the Blue Fairy?
Yeah. I'd make a really good Blue Fairy, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. I'll dress as Henry and you can dress as the Blue Fairy. What could go wrong? I don't have so many crazy things. Like, somebody made me a lamp once with pictures of me all around it, which I gave to my mom. My mom was delighted with it. The craziest thing I think I've seen from a fan that just wasn't to me, it was one of the guys from Black Sail. Do you guys know Black Sails? When I was in Germany, they made Zach a blanket, a huge blanket that they knit with his face, like a giant blanket of his face.
Awesome.
Yeah. The Blue Fairy's in the house.
I have a question for both of you. What is your guilty pleasure?
Poutine. Do you guys know what poutine is? Raise your hand if you know what poutine is. Like 4 people, 5 people. Some over here. It's Canadians. So poutine, French fries with, it should be Quebec cheese curds, and then gravy over top, and then the cheese all melts. So good.
Okay. Guilty pleasure. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure because I love it. I mean, for me, everything I do, I just love, and I'm not guilty. I don't feel guilty about it, if that makes sense. But I will spend several hours on Tumblr just looking at stuff for my fandoms and just being like, oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, I ship this, that's cool, that's cool. I ship that, that's cool. So that's pretty much what I do. And fan fiction. Fan fiction's great. Fan fiction. I write some too. Yeah.
You look at me. Something I should know.
No, there's nothing you should know. I'm just looking around nervously.
Thank you, Blue Fairy.
Hello again.
What was your experience on the musical episode?
Scary.
Awesome. It was so much fun. And it was so like out of my comfort zone that it was actually like good for me. Because I'm kind of one of those people that sticks to what he knows. So having to sing even just one line was like torture. And yeah.
I think, I didn't have a lot to do in that episode, and I had just come off Descendants, where I had to do this whole dance number, which was way out of my comfort zone. And then when they were doing it, I think I was walking beside you, and they would kept splitting everybody, and I would find myself standing there like, and here's camera, and I'm like, because I don't know the words, and I was sort of just background to it, and I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere, and I just tried to stay out of the way.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
I have a question both of you. Did you ever have awkward moments? Did you ever have awkward moments while in Once Upon a Time?
Oh, I'm sorry, can you say it again?
Did you ever have awkward moments in Once Upon a Time?
Oh yeah, I'm always awkward. That's just like any moment with Henry is awkward. Just like any moment with me is awkward. Just like put me in a frame, instantly awkward.
That's how it's... once when I was in the rig for the Blue Fairy flying, I was working on my pivot points to try to stay like this, and I overcorrected and went like straight upside down with like the tendrils, all my underwear hanging out. That was a little awkward.
And one more question. Can I maybe get a hug?
I'm gonna there. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
I have a question for Keegan. How was it like to be on Bates Motel compared to Once Upon a Time?
Oh my gosh, they're like in different universes entirely, I think. What was strange is if I was shooting something on Bates and like the next day I would go to Once Upon a Time, and I don't know how many children are there. I'll try to keep it PG. So, well, if you saw Bates Motel, there were some racy things, and there was the scene where he was imagining me, and I was talking about that with one of the producers of Once Upon a Time, dressed as the nun, talking about, and when they were tying me up, and then I realized I was dressed like a nun.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hello.
What will be a character's life anthem?
She's reunited with all the children she lost along the way.
I don't know. Become a hero? I don't know. I mean, like, I think, I don't know. I'm so bad at this. I don't know. I'm stumped. Sorry.
It's a hard one because you don't know kind of what their end game is. You know what I mean?
I mean, for Henry, I think his whole thing is he wants to be a hero, like it's the rest of his family, and he wants to be he wants to be the author everybody needs, and he wants to be a hero like his mom and his other mom and his dad and his other dad and all the peoples. Yeah.
Modern Family.
Yeah. Grandma, grandpa, everyone's heroes in his family, but he kind of just feels normal. So I think his entire thing is believe and he wants to be a hero.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Hi. What was the most difficult scene you had to do on Once Upon a Time?
I don't know.
It's not what you would think because the actual scenes are the easier parts. For me, what was hard is I was always on green screen, almost always, especially the first 3 seasons. I was almost never in the room with other people, so I would be hanging, 30 feet in the air, and they would be like, "That water bottle is Prince Charming, and that piece of tape is Snow White," and I'd be like, "Which one is the C-stand? Oh, it's Jiminy Cricket. Okay." So just trying to look at pieces of tape and remember what person they were supposed to be.
I don't know. me, I think the hardest scenes are the scenes where I have to be. The hardest scenes for me were always the scenes where I had to be mad at Lana. I couldn't do them because she's so amazing to me. I was like, this is so hard to do.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, dearies. I have a question for both of you. Who's your favorite evil person? Mine is Rumpelstiltskin, but who's yours?
Oh, Greg German. What was he? The devil.
Oh yeah, Hades.
Hades.
There you go.
Plus he's blue. I like that.
Yeah. And George?
I don't know. For me, I think my favorite, like, it's kind of a tie, to be honest. It's a tie between Peter Pan and Rumpelstiltskin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And remember, all magic comes through the prize.
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question for both of you. If your acting careers did not work out, what would you have done then?
We get this one a lot, and I always say, I wish I could have been a spy. Like, honestly. Because I realize as an actor, that skill set, I could have been a double agent. That would have been awesome.
For me, my two passions are acting and writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Something else.
Okay, something else. But for me, because of that, I think if my acting career didn't work out, I'd just be a writer. Just go ahead and write stories and give them to the world.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Whoa, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. I have a very short question for both of you. First, Jared, I would like to say that I have so much respect and admiration for how you portray Henry. You're such a cool dude, and I hope you know that you brought so many stuff to light. And I just have so much respect for you.
Thank you so much.
So a question: if you were to describe your whole Once Upon a Time experience in a single word, what would that be?
Your role, I think. It's your character, right? Character in one word, or your role in the show.
Yeah, just your experience as in how it was portraying Henry and...
I got it.
Sorry.
Legendary. That's my word. Yeah.
Wow. I cannot say that. Misunderstood? Because who's in the shady blue camp? Is there a lot of shady blues here? No, not that many here. All right. But there's a lot of people that think blue is evil, and I don't know. I don't know. She's misunderstood.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely time in the Netherlands.
Hey, so I have a question for both of you. It's a bit of an overall question. When you're acting, do you find that you draw on your personal experience, or do you really sort of close that off and step into your character, forget about your own stuff?
For me, I pull from my personal experiences, one, but I also kind of step into the character and or another world entirely, and kind of make up a scenario that would have these emotions. Like, as a writer, I think that's something that I love and something that I do. So as an actor, I pull on my own experiences, I pull on the experiences of the character, and I pull on experiences of other characters that are just around.
Yeah, I think for me, the way I work is sort of twofold, and it takes both sides of those. For me, script analysis is my most important and my first step. I always break a script down and try to understand very much what that character needs, what they want, what's in their way, why they can't get it. And then for more of the emotional things, I tend to work with substitution, which is sort of when you take something of your own life and you kind of live that through again. So it's kind of a mixture of both things. Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
That's a good question.
Hi. From which all the different roles in Once Upon a Time do you like the most?
I like Fairy Tale Land because that's where I get to wear the blue fairy stuff. Just kiss my microphone.
I don't know. I mean, wherever Henry is. wherever Henry is.
Typical actors. Whatever universe I'm in, that's the one I like the most.
But I like the one. A couple of the universes I kind of wanted to see more of were the black and white universe with Frankenstein and the Land of Untold Stories. I thought that was a Land of Untold Stories. The one with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That was something I wanted to see more of. I thought it was really interesting and unique.
And I would have liked to have seen more of the Mad Hatter because I just thought he was brilliant.
Yeah,
he was so
also.
good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just want to interrupt really quick. These are the last 3 questions. Okay? Perfect.
To make them good because you guys are like closing out the show here. No pressure.
Hi, I'm a great fan. I was wondering, because the show is rebooted now, have you seen it? And for Jared, how does it feel to someone else having to play your character?
I have yet to see season 7. I know. But Andrew, from what I have seen, Andrew J. West has done an amazing job of portraying older me. Like the little things he picked up from Henry and my movements and my awkwardness have transferred to him, and it's amazing. He's a really great actor.
I was wondering if I could have a hug with you two guys too.
What, sorry.
A hug. With you guys.
I'm going. I'm sorry.
Hi, I wanted to ask, what do you think is the worst scene to watch on Once Upon a Time? But not if it's bad or very sad or it's something terrible that's happening.
Do you remember the scene when Emma and Ginny, oh my God, Snow, were back in the past and they were in the nursery and it was all kind of destroyed? That one was, I thought, crushing.
For me, just about anything that I'm in is hard to watch because, everyone's their own biggest critic, so I watch myself on screen, I'm just like, this is so awful. This is so bad. But, I watch it, and it makes you a better actor.
And I also wanted to ask if I maybe can have a hug.
Yeah. Here we go. I started something.
Oh, he's starting to like it now, you guys. Watch out.
Can I give a hug to Keegan? Yeah, I want a hug from Keegan.
Thank you.
They only want hugs from Jared. I don't know why.
It's just because I won't get off my chair.
Hi, how many times do you guys watch episodes of Once Upon a Time again?
I've seen everything once, and that's about it.
Yeah?
I've seen season 1 twice.
Is this the best one? I think.
And you, Keegan?
I've only seen it once too. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have time to repeat watch anything. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. And I want to thank Jared and Keegan for being here. And can I have a grand applause for them?
Thank you guys so much for coming out and for being such wonderful fans of the show.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Man, this has been great.